started. I ain't got nothing to do. Thank you. This is part 2 of part 1. Because I didn't want to make a YouTube video for the longest. Because I don't get any views. Why would I waste the time? But thank y'all for liking my TikTok. The upside down version of Family Feud. Even though that came about because I was trying to aim the box to I was trying to aim the box in the camera, and since I have to turn my camera this way because the other part, is really it's really, it don't work, it's not clear. So I aim my cameras this way, you know how when you do your selfies, but when you're trying to shoot something, it turns it upside down. So, as y'all know, I don't write anything down. Like, if I got tons of ideas, I might write a few down. But I don't write no scripts. I don't do that. It's just by the grace of my talent. I was going to say God because I'm used to people saying that. Not that I really believe that somebody proved my talent into me like that. It comes from genetics and my family tree and generations before me that combined and make me. But I'm not saying or trying to change anybody religiously. I'm just saying my piece that I don't believe that somebody did all of that. Now with the PTA service, they're changing over to call-ins, right? Now this is hella difficult for me because, and a bitch is gonna word this right. This is hella difficult because when you're doing timesheets, you're controlled of when you switch people around. I could switch you around at a fucking moment's notice, and it'll work out for me and you if you're okay with that status. But on these call-ins, you can't do that. If you come in today at 2 o'clock, I can't just switch you around tomorrow to 3 o'clock without switching up the whole damn process again. So, certain people that I was able to switch around and move around like that before, I can't do that. Who is that from? Oh, this is beautiful. That all BCAs hired on and after June 2020 must attend a new hire orientation is back in effect. Oh, okay. It wasn't in effect anymore before. Oh, the COVID. That's nice. You finished? I don't need it. Because I'm not working with new hires. I have to go through the book, and those people are already hired. So yes,
He's like, Kevin, you have to do that.
No, that ain't even gonna last. What the hell is he gonna do? He can't even help me around here when I say empty your cup out or wash a dish that you ate out of. Do you really think that's gonna go anywhere and he has to do an orientation? Ain't nobody gonna do that crap, and I ain't worried about it because I got to go get me a whole new set of people. Actually, I need to call them again. Do you happen to know where that pamphlet booklet thing is? If not, I'll have them send me another one. Because I don't feel like looking for shit like that. Because last year I had to do this for 2 months. And you know what I don't seem to understand? This may not be any big to anybody who's not an influencer and don't understand how much a free like can change your life. Enough free likes, I could buy a wheelchair. Let's show y'all. See this over here? See that wheelchair right there? It's an old wheelchair. I had that wheelchair about I don't know. Give or take what, 17 some odd years? It costs more than the car outside. Which is ridiculous, actually. And I know that it's like our legs and it helps us do our daily life, which we wouldn't be able to do at all, some of us. Like, get out of bed, because you get out of bed, where would you go? I mean, because we started having crutches and walkers and all kinds of things like that. And then, how was it in a short amount of time? I know I gotta make money, and I know I need money to change my life. So I'm gonna keep going every day, whether I'm getting it right or not. Because maybe as I keep going through the routine, I will find something that sparks out, just like with TikTok. It wasn't working. If you follow me on any of my accounts, you know, Lucy Pelosi 666, Charlotte Preaches, Charlotte You Did Right Law, any one of those accounts, they didn't go anywhere because I just didn't get that knack that hooks on. And I don't like TikTok any fucking way. The only thing I like about TikTok is around about 3 or 4 things, and they ain't that huge. Because actually, that's how it is on every site, supposed to be. I am a small creator, very, very small. Not as small as some, or as they would call them, newbies. I'm not a newbie, but I'm a small creator. So the difference is over there is, if someone comments, which they do a lot, I've talked to creators and email creators that you can't do with YouTube unless you're paying them and telling them how much you about to pay them before you even basically tell them your name. And yeah, there's a creative fund, but that's ran by an algorithm that is just retarded as hell. Oops, can't say the R word. Why not? People call me retarded and thought I was retarded when I just had cerebral palsy. You know, so let's say for this video I can say that because they let black people say nigga and say niggas, and I can say nigga, 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 nigga in this video, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But if I say the R word, okay, well, let's not use the R word. Let's say remedial. It means almost the same thing, but in different contexts. So then it wouldn't, if y'all want to go there. But I can't say, can I call myself retarded, YouTube? Or is that against the rules too? I can't do that neither? Damn, but I can damn sure call myself a nigga. Oh, and I can't say the F word. But somebody else can leave a comment calling me the F word. Right? Is this correct? Is this correct? I can't say certain opinions that people disagree with because it's not their opinion. But if they don't like something I say, they can easily write in, hey, go kill yourself. And, I mean, because if you think about it, just like the Ken and Dari or whatever that bitch name, that Ken saying he's getting people telling him to kill himself and they'll come put hands on him. Why does he have to disable his own comments? Why does he have to step away from social media, even though I think that shit's set up, but that's a whole different ballgame, because all them YouTuber couples do that. And then why is it always that a YouTube couple somewhere else, they'll switch shit in and out? Or they'll be like, this relationship ain't about to work. Fuck that bitch. We ain't fucking up this bag. Let me go find me another bitch. Just like Nate got keys, ran around in Walmart and supposedly got a new girlfriend in a 20-minute video. Which we know don't happen like that, right? This shit is bullshit. And actually, I would like to, because yeah, this video started because I'm having, as y'all say, mental health issues. feeling suicidal, homicidal. Um, and it's better to tell y'all because ain't nobody gonna bust down my door trying to put me on no stretcher. But if you go and tell a doctor, yes, I'm homicidal, yes, I'm suicidal at this point, I don't need you to hit me with no booty juice, and all my mental ward niggas will know what to talk about. I've never been hit with that because as soon as I go in the mental ward, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Because they're bigger niggas than me that's gonna hit me with their juice and do shit to me. I don't seem to understand that. So, since ain't nobody gonna help me, I may not be able to do this long. Live, that is. And I've always said, hey, if you're gonna kill yourself, go ahead and do it. What you threaten it for, right? But then when you think about that, dude, that's like taking sleeping pills or taking a nap. You really ain't gotta be a bold motherfucker with courage to do that. But what about that 13-year-old I told y'all about a long time ago who was on Facebook talking to me on Facebook, and she said she was going to jump, and it was recorded, and she jumped into a lawnmower, one of the big industrial ones, and once the foam cracked, everything went off. And I don't even think it was because of the foam crack, because unless you like, she wasn't that far from where she was, because she wasn't that old, so it wasn't like she could climb up 17 feet to jump in some grass. Where would that be? That's like a fence, right? So it's not that damn high. So I don't think the phone cracked for that reason. I think it cracked for one, that was a gruesome sound, because I heard the lawnmower. But for two, it probably was on Facebook for a small period of time. And I mentioned that to say that little girl was strong as fuck. I don't care. Ain't no easy way out to commit suicide. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Because it's like, dude, you're going to die anyway. But I'm going to wait till I get old and either... Some people now, this is very small in America nowadays, but some people just get old. They don't really have nothing wrong with them. It's not like they can't walk around or take care of themselves. They remember themselves. They keep their wits about themselves. But in America now, that's never going to happen. 98% of us, by the time we get to what we call old, we ain't going to remember shit. We ain't going to be healthy. We going to have some kind of disease that was given to us by not even fault of our own. Because generations after this is going to be fucked up for what we did. So what I'm trying to say is, I think the only thing that is going to help me is helping someone else. But now they don't even make that easy. Not even with the corona. I mean, I've called multiple volunteer places. Like after this video, I'm going to call some more places so that I can volunteer. Because I really don't give a damn about adults. They already grown. Like, you already fucked up. We need to start with the kids. You know, because there wasn't, at school, nobody wanted to come over to my house to play video games. I never went to any of my friends' houses. Never been to birthday parties that I count. The one or two my mama brought me to because, you know, how they invite everybody in the class, or I might have somebody that fucks with me the long way. But really, what can I do then, you know? I ain't entertained nothing. I ain't know shit about this. I felt weird. So it really wasn't no place for me, and I'm not the kind of disabled person. this might be lucky, but then again, it's not. But that like to be around other disabled people. Cause you're normal. You're just like them. I could put her up against any bitch in here and blah blah blah. So I ain't feel like I should be having to park at that handicap sign or go to that handicap bathroom or having aid walk around with me everywhere so the fellow students could either be shying away from me and standoffish or just don't say shit to me. You know, you got those certain disabilities, but people ain't even gonna pick on you and bully you because you already fucked up. And, and and I remember that being a joke on Comic View, but it literally actually happened to me. A nigga I knew on drugs was gonna rob me, but I'm like, nigga, you see the wheelchair already, right? It's all around me, so you can't be like, as soon as I pull my hood up, oh, my bad, I ain't know it was you. Bullshit. You knew it was me. You just clicked in at the last moment. It's like, yo, why you gonna rub this bitch? She already in the wheelchair. You already went to high school with her, so you know the fuck she can't do shit. And I'm sitting at a bus stop, and you can rub the white person next to me that looks way better, way more clothes, way more expensive. But no, you're gonna rob your own. We do that anyway, but that's a different situation. That's just like this George Floyd shit. I understand that we could be pissed, but what gets on my nerves is people being overly pissed for shit that really ain't gonna affect them directly. Like, how many people that screaming Black Lives Matter really even gonna deal with that? How many kids go on TikTok using that hashtag just for views and they ain't never been racial profiled, they ain't been called a racial slur, they ain't been through civil rights or none of that. They don't even know what it is. Shit. Damn, man, you go way back. My first girlfriend didn't even know the difference between Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. How? How? Like that's ignorance. And she was half black. So, not saying just because you're black that you have to know all black leaders and shit, but come on. Her mama and daddy wouldn't be able to date so freely if it wasn't for those black leaders going through what they went through. And you can't even tell me the difference between Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Michael Jackson. They're not all the same people, bitch. And I'm not saying we all gotta be up on our history like that, but damn. Everybody know that I have a dream speech. But now it's like more generations, you know Martin Luther King, I have a dream speech, all Jews and Gentiles and blah, 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 blah. No, bro, I ain't never heard that. What about you, sis? You know what it is? No, we don't know what the hell that is. Who is that? MLK. Why don't we get out of school? Why is all MLK streets in the ghetto and people getting shot on them miraculously? Because name one MLK in anybody's city, that shit don't go wrong. And they name these things in the bad areas after black people. So then what do you think? All Martin Luther King Boulevard is fucked up, bro. Because it's in the ghetto. And it's not true. But the media perceives that. Just like with trans girls. Oh yeah, it don't happen overnight. But you don't never see the real work. You don't see the real ugliness. You don't see that shit. You don't see your doctor not telling you you can't take a flu shot because of your damn estrogen. Or my endocrinologist that I'm dealing with seems to be late for a phone call. Or I can't call you today because of such and such and such. Bitch, you probably at home. I can call 1,000 people for 10 minutes a day. So last month, I wanted to switch to the estrogen shots because these pills are not working in my favor because my estrogen levels, my testosterone levels are so high, which has nothing to do with me actually. So, and then I wasn't a feminine guy in the first place. So this is like throwing pills at the wall. And a bitch needs I need some unbelievable hairstylists, some James Charles up in here to even look close and be comfortable as saying, I feel dressed on the outside, not like the inside. Cause I'm sitting there, and my mom's like, whoa, well, you don't seem like you had it. You don't seem like that. Because we watching 1,200 YouTube niggas, so I can understand what the hell it is. And they going to explain it like, oh yeah, ever since I was a kid, I was feminine, I wore dresses, I did all. Nigga, I couldn't walk. Fuck all that. I couldn't put on a pair of sweatpants or a skirt at the time. But dresses are easy to put on, but different story. So I don't know what I was. And wasn't nobody worried about it. All they was worried about was, oh, he in a wheelchair. He this, he that, he this. Because, yeah, today, if you're looking right now, I look like a him. If you had said, excuse me, instead of
I didn't know it was around your leg. Excuse me.
I would have moved my leg. Now, I don't know if this is going to help anybody, probably because it won't get to anybody. But like I said, I would prefer to help children during this time that I'm going through, and maybe it'll help me somehow. Because they don't get my perspective. Because if you go on the TikTok communities, all these communities are set up certain ways. I got my video blocked talking about people in a wheelchair because I was being real. They pick them up. They try to pretend they dancing. They have this monotone voice, most of them. And the ones that can, the couple that I run across, and I don't mean couple like two, maybe 5, 6, 7, because there's like thousands. A lot of those parents are getting these views and using these kids for views and kind of making them look silly in a way. But to the general public, oh no, it's sweet, it's blah, blah, blah. And because I've had partners that say, yo, I'll pick you up and dance with you. No, because I was raised that I'm like everybody else. That ain't like everybody else. Now, even though you wake up to the Folgers and be like, okay, I'm not everybody else, and there is no way where I'll be able to moonwalk, or I'll be a stunt double for anybody. We know that. But I don't want to feel that this is different. And that's very hard. But this may not get to a lot of people. Probably when I'm gone and past, somebody this might resurface, or things I do might resurface. But I would say, yeah, ask for help if you need it. But in my case, every time I ask for help, they'll turn around and be like, well, what do you need and how do I help you? And then I know it might not sound right, but in my head, one side says, if I knew, I would just go do it. If I know that a pill is going to fix it, I would take it. Just like estrogen. I thought that long time ago, before I even knew what transitioning into being transgender because I know what a transvestite was. But they are totally different and they're different variations. Took me a long time to learn this shit because, you know, we got this Me Too movement and all of these names for things and how we want to, everybody want to individualize themselves. People are calling themselves vamps and vampirists. And I thought that was a religion that I studied, but now it can be a name of a gender, and people want to be called baddies and kitties and all kinds of things. And I don't know, I gave all of these things a chance to maybe find where I fit and I still don't fit. Because where are the disabled trans people on TikTok? Where are the disabled trans people on YouTube? Now, I've talked to a few people, but they don't really fit that criteria or description. They're disabled and a cross-dresser. They're trans and deaf. It, like, and, you know, they're like, oh, we're all disabled. They gotta be in brackets, because there's deaf people with the luck of technology that can have a way better life than I ever will or would have. And that's a disability. Shit, you take Ray Charles. His life wasn't that bad. Not saying about it, but it's horrible. It's just a mental illness, and the people that got around me that don't understand mental illness ain't got time to understand mental illness and don't prepare for shit. Because just like with the whole, when I started out, I'm gonna make music, get famous or whatever, because I wanted to have a life, and I wanted to make sure that if I have a, at the time, well, it's still the same thing, because now I'm just a lesbian. Whole nother story time. I wanted to make sure that my wife or girlfriend, but I wanted to get married, and family were able to be taken care of, and they had to worry about, at the time, that's why I say at the time, their father not being able to do shit for them because he can't even do shit for them himself. So then, because I say he, because I didn't know what trans was, didn't have no time to know I was. So all of that, I knew I was a girl from zero. That wasn't my mode, sis. I ain't know none of that. So, but then, so I was gonna make music. I wasn't gonna have no kid until I dropped my first record, got a record deal, blah, blah, blah. And I was gonna be able to pay for shit.